Home and developing tonight, truckers literally driving our economy these days. In the U.S. Department of Transportation, they finalized new rules of the road they say will give truckers more flexibility when it comes to their schedules. News 5's Andy Cohen tells us more about the rule changes and why trucking instructors say there's still a strong demand for more drivers.
The process of changing these rules started almost 2 years ago, and the new rules will take effect in September. Now, there was already a shortage of truck drivers before the COVID-19 pandemic hit, and the head of the United States Truck Driving School told us that demand is even greater today. The Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration announced final rules today, which Transportation Secretary ELAINE CHAO believes will give truckers more flexibility to do their jobs.
When safety rules make sense, drivers are better able to comply, and that benefits everyone.
The head of the Teamsters Union, Jim Hoffa, criticized the new rules, telling the Associated Press the government is abandoning safety. He said in part, quote, "Trucking is already one of the nation's most dangerous jobs. We shouldn't be sacrificing the health and safety of drivers just to pad the profits of their big business bosses." Currently, all truck drivers must finish driving for the day in a 14-hour window, and that includes loading and unloading time. They must then take 10 hours off, and their time is strictly monitored on digital devices. The new flexible rules will let a driver who gets stuck in traffic or bad weather an extra 2 hours that won't count against that window.
Allowing them a little bit extra more time if they happen to hit these areas, cities where there's a lot of traffic again, allowing them to a couple of extra hours to get where they can safely.
Howard Ogg, the director of the U.S. Truck Driving School, tells us that truck drivers are essential workers, but the industry was already shorthanded before the pandemic.
Now there's a greater need for the driver, and it makes them more essential.
The other new rules let drivers take their mandatory 30-minute break after 8 hours of driving, as opposed to 8 hours on duty. Long-haul truckers can leave their sleeper berths during off-duty time after 7 hours, as opposed to 8. And short-haul drivers will be allowed to travel up to 150 miles in a day, rather than the current 100.
One thing about the trucking industry, pandemic or not, there's always a demand.
If you're interested in becoming a truck driver, Ogg said that their program typically lasts around 4 to 6 weeks. Tuition costs around $4,500, and that first-year drivers can expect to earn around $40,000 a year. Always watching out for you, Andy Cohen, News 5.
Andy, thanks.